Alright, what's up guys? No Talent Gamer here. Getting ready to play some more, wow, Lost Judgment. Let's get it going. We're following here to the, what's her name, to the dance class. I wonder if I can run there, if it'll get upset. I don't think it'll get upset. I think it'll let me do it anyway, right? Down. Where that dance class be, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Definitely mini games for sure.
Where's the cap? Right there.
Something's not...
Sayaka Nishizono.
Hey,
Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club.
You betcha.
You betcha.
You betcha.
Don't worry.
Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to any...
Calm down. I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world.
What do you...
To preface this, I noticed your club advisor has a...
Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him a couple times a month.
I love the, like,
Right,
kookiness
and it
of it.
must
It's
be
so
rough trying to
random.
choreograph an entire routine without him.
Yeah, and we've got a meet coming up.
I see. Then the stars really did align in your favor.
Listen, Senpai, I know we might seem desperate, but it's not like we need any favor.
Don't worry, you don't owe me for this.
Attention.
Let's not sweat the small stuff. The important thing is, Yagami-san here said he'd agreed to help you with...
Help with their routine? When did I ever say that?
Oh my gosh, really? This is just what we needed. You know, I could tell you had a certain something about you. So how long have you been a pro dancer?
All my life.
I'm not.
Oh, so much. I've been literally racking my brain trying to come... I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment. You need to dive headfirst into the challenge. Don't you get it?
No?
Do you think we can get started? We've been practicing and practicing, but something about our choreography. We all know our moves and everybody's got rhythm, so all that should be left is bringing our A game. But it feels like we're still missing something, you know? It's really kind of down to the wire to be figuring this stuff out, but I know we'll push through if we try. So can I ask for your first impression? Does our routine need more going on, or...
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen
And?
up and you need to tell them what you observed.
Just let me get out there and show them what's up.
I think you guys could use a bit...
Really? I thought they were all pretty synced up.
Yeah, rhythm's actually...
Oh. Well, you know what then? I think I had something... there we go. So, the music's not a bad but it'll take more than your average dance mix to... Have you considered traditional enka?
Enka? But we can't just start
They have the rhythm, they know their moves. What they lack is prep time. She told you all that. Besides, it'd be demoralizing to make them reset everything this late in the game.
Yeah. Isn't your routine a little tame?
But you mean like we need skimpy outfits?
What part of this is a high school get?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair?
Well, you're already in perfect sync, but how to put it? You were right. It needs something that's gonna...
I see what you mean. Maybe we are just... If only we could come up with better... Oh, maybe you could...
Ah.
Mini game. Mini
Let's
game.
get the part where
Come on now.
edge you need. Why not incorporate kung fu?
Did you just
Sure
say...
did. Throw a few...
That's... yeah. But we don't know the first...
Well, you're in luck. Well,
No!
it's my own style. You won't find it.
Perfect!
Guess.
Sweet! Then let's
Wait,
see some ass kicking
really?
dance.
I really have to do this?
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though.
No,
What
we're a
if
kung
my
fu
stuff
master,
doesn't
Yagami
fit your
san.
routine at all?
We know this, dude.
So.
If you're giving up after stringing them along this far,
Hold it.
Huh?
That's their 911, I assume.
You know what? I've never done this before, though, so
Oh, don't
get
be
mad
so
at
hard
me.
on yourself. You're gonna do fantastic.
You said hard on.
Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening. While you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that could use some.
Sure.
Okay,
Oh boy, here we go. Mini game time.
in there.
Whoa, but you know what?
That's
May
a
as well-
spirit. Ready for the music?
Golly. I feel like I've done this before, but I can't remember how hard it is. I feel like it's... Yes, what do you mean? So, okay, cool.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. Okay, accurately, Oh, yeah, they're falling down, that's right. Okay. Bum 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 da, da.
Yagami-san, you're officially the best.
Holy cow, I got an S on that? I got an S rating? I pulled that out of my butt. I pulled that out.
Incredible. Oh, he's amazing.
that was
Yeah, I know.
amazing. I like it.
Wow. Wait, is that
I
could
could never do that.
Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out.
See it?
Oh, look at that. Did you see that?
Yagami-san, what was that just
Believe me,
now?
I'm just as winning is part skill and part.
I don't think a
pulling it.
seasoned athlete could pull that
He
off.
said pulled out your ass as well.
Yagami-san, that was incredible. You're
Wow.
not just a pro. No
You're
way
getting
in
amateur.
amateur moves like that. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift, I call muscle memory.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use. You seriously
Hey,
saved our
I'm
neck.
just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, ever since our advisor stopped showing, we could all use some guidance.
If you guys will have me, then sure.
Oh, you're the
I
best.
think it's time we headed back now,
Huh?
Yagami.
So now I can pretty much go back here anytime I want, I think. Get some bonus points. I mean, that'd give me like 1,000 SP, which is pretty
So did I
dang
pass?
good.
I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed, you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how every time I try to approach her, she reacts.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, all the more reason we need an
Oh, I'm amazing now.
Yeah, I really Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Yeah?
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro Ehara, a man connected to our. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape. But I wouldn't want to. At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go. That is to say, I'll.
Well, that'd be great. But do you really?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just.
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody.
Yep. The chairman actually promised to sign off on. Well, I made him promise might be.
What? Really? He told me the club's already had advisors and left it.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. He probably thinks the MRC's a bit. Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club.
Hey, you'll get your chance. And it's.
Part of the team
Oh,
now.
when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the club room for a talk? I'd like your advice on another.
What, you've got something besides.
Yes. And this one may actually. In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single thread amidst a larger. But that's a lot to digest, I know.
Okay. Not quite sure how to process that right now, but. I'll make sure.
So some side missions, if I want to do that stuff, I can. Finally got to school. Now I can ask around about Mikoshiba.
Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what?
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theory? Okay, scratch that. Then, what kind of teacher was he?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait.
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Mop.
Something special about Class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba Sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way.
In a way, Mikoshiba Sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of so anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba Sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all.
Sounds like a lot.
If you say so. But I'm not sure. Mikoshiba Sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad.
Hey, wasn't Mikoshiba Sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba Sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba Sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult. Last thing, where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about does it.
Okay, look for Coda, which is fine. Let's see what we got skills-wise. Yeah, I got plenty of it. SP. Let's get some of these abilities. Press LB when... We'll learn something from here as well. Attack enemies. I kind of like that. We'll do that one. Cool, cool, cool. Trying to keep these evenly spread out. After your guard is broken, line you to quickly guard once again. Hold LB, press A. I kind of like being able to dodge out of the way. Okay. Press Y while on the ground. And snake. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is there no... Okay, so there is a line. Oh, go back this way. There we go.
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah. Think about us for a second. Who had...
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You think we're letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the order?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy.
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a...
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami, from the Yagami Detective Agency. And you're
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wise, but mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and, break a leg out there. Matsu? Not very nice, are they?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hang...
Why,
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close.
they said...
Yeah, that's what they said. Coda.
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did. Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball on a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koda-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
The MRC. You're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you.
You don't say.
Hey, you're here on... You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty... That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh. Turning over...
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us. Will you at least hear us out? Please, be a nice...
Okay. I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais in...
Wow, you don't even know us? How are we supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers?
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really?
No. I mean, we already know. Yagami already knows. They're definitely waiting to jump us.
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with. So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Liumon.
Yokohama Liumon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Liumon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Liumon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it?
I want to break his nose
You know
again.
how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's a gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Oh.
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
And stay down. Ah, my eyes. Cheap shot.
Can't see? Got you now!
No, you don't! Huh?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just... You guys go look for him and tell me when you...
Okay, sounds good.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable...
Let's see, so we didn't she might as well catch him off guard this time. Dale, yeah, brother. Beating the crap out of him. Go grab this real quick and then go back the other way. Where was that at? Was it abilities? Like the wild tiger, right? And something like that? Attack, heat, immortal, enhanced reversal tiger. Isn't that what it was? Oh, verge of death, fighting spirit. That's the one right here. It's pretty cool. I guess it's want us to go down the. Ooh, let's go check out that thing first. Toughness Z.
Tastes good, Senpai?
So you...
Hey, Akane! Go!
Okay,
You guys better watch out. If your teacher... On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners.
Huh?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. Don't give me that smug look.
Let's go.
Defeat these punks again.
He's too good at this, man.
That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe...
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy...
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba.
Got 3,000 SP for that? Let's go, dude. Hells yeah.
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice. Kind of a pain in the ass.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant that made it obvious real quick.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then?
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the only thing she did right was
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba.
All she told me was how exemplary he was. Oh, and that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day, and it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide, and Sawa-sensei suspected him. I don't think he ever really got past that.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it.
She was a bully, but Sawa Sensei did seem less than convincing to me.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, and during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba?
Go back. What do you got here? Small screw. I don't... They on first floor? I don't know what floor they're on. We were on the third, right? Yeah, this is right.
Hi there. Has Sawa
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think that...
Gotcha. Thanks.
It's right on the corner.
Suspicious.
Like. That's what we want right there.
What the?
Go back to the chairman's office. If I can remember where that thing's at. Are they on the same floor? Apparently not.
Pardon. Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, Their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
All right, time to save. Did we just finish chapter 2, maybe? Maybe this is the start of chapter 3? Yep.
2 months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
This article might be about Mikoshiba, but it's not reporting the identity of the corpse. Does that mean the police are still withholding information? The interview with Sawai Sensei seems to be taking an awful long time.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Are the police keeping Ihara's connection under wraps while they investigate this murder?
Is there anything...
Actually, there is. I'd like...
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ihara. A man who took this Mikoshiba came up even then. As a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ihara-san? But he got arrested for that...
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then... Was it really Ehara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get. But he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards. I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart? Or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koto-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ehara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara's son. Like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Right.
Now if you'll excuse me.
Zawa-sensei.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Not a date? It's not a date? Asking for a friend, sorry. Okay, where do we need to go next? Where do we need to go next? Is this Vey? Can we go fight some more punks, perhaps? Head back to the detective agency. I'll probably end the video there. Actually, I don't even know how long this video's been going on, to be honest. We'll be out here time-wise. 43 minutes, that's good.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm...
Third stop of our bar crawl.
licking the wounds of rejection, huh?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind...
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. Anyway, you gotta come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting some...
What? God damn it, man, you are kidding.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever.
Then I ought to come be your backup.
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot?
Hey,
No.
I better not find out you two got it on. Don't...
She's dropped by Tsukumo's place. Where was Tsukumo's place? I don't remember that one. Missed him. Don't mind me, guys. Just trying to collect these coins. And I totally missed it. What a turd. Fight these guys real quick.
Really, guys?
I did not fight well on that one, did I? Okay, Tiger's a balanced style. Okay. Evasive maneuver is designed for single enemy fights. Okay, so Tiger for single fights. You know what I mean? Like, what was it, this lady? See if I can bounce off this wall.
And stay down.
See, where is the... I feel like this... You think it's up here? No, it can't be. It's got to be around here somewhere. I don't know. Well, hail, Dale. I need to...
What a waste.
Where is that gear at? Is it items? Maybe? Probably items. Gear. Here we go. Elevator.
Yagamishi, how was school?
After this, we should
Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway,
Right.
I could... So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have... Fascinating.
Yeah.
If not...
And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may... Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased? Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully, but without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that...
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole. But it does. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. Yagamishi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program?
Oh yeah. Pretty much hacked chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
There we go.
Yep. And this
I've been seeing
system
those
I
icons on
developed
the
is
map.
a
I didn't know
souped-up
how
version
they
of that.
tied in.
Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still, we'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher...
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to... So, when the system picks up one of these words, the hope is our reputation...
Damn, that's some pretty intense...
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have...
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone.
Go right ahead.
And that should...
Okay. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
Well, how do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagamishi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful
You
app
know what?
for one.
That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful.
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sound.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help. Or even...
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities. Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI.
Look forward to that.
Got a keyword, Arachnid Man. Valuables for progressing. And I think we will go ahead and save that bad boy, huh? What do you think? Yeah, we're already on chapter 3. Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.